Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new on COMSOL and you want to run your project and you want to learn COMSOL Multiphysics software, so this video is for you. From today we are going to start a new playlist to learn about COMSOL. So uh, from Day by day, I will try to upload one video in this playlist and each week. And today I'm going to start with learning about the console interface. So if you are not new, actually, if you know all about the console interface, so maybe this video is not for you. If you are very new in the console multiphysics and you want to learn the interface of console, then this video going to help you very much. Okay, so right now I am using COMSOL 6.3. So this interface is kind of similar from COMSOL 5.5, sorry, 5.3 to 6.4. So all the version they have a kind of similar interface, and before 5.3 maybe their interface a bit different. Okay. So if you are using from 5.3 to 6.4, then this video is going to help you. So, and also, if you don't have COMSOL Multiphysics, then software, so then you can also check our description box. I will link a video how you can just download and install COMSOL Multiphysics 6.3 or any version. Um, Free. Okay. So I will share the link in the description box. So you can also watch the video as well. So, okay, let's get started. So at first, when you just open COMSOL Multiphysics, you will see this kind of interface actually. So here, this is a very basic interface actually. Yeah, you do have a COMSOL Multiphysics logo of software, and by clicking here, you can create new model actually, and you can open any model from here by clicking here. Okay. Also, you can save your model or also save as. Okay, and the other option are right now disabled because we didn't do anything right now. So, and this is the name of this model. So we didn't save this model till now. That's why it's just untitled MPAs. Okay. And main thing is here, you will get this kind of interface. Okay, so COMSOL Multiphysics provider to model. Actually, you can start with a blank model, or you can start with model wizard. So yeah, basically maximum people start with a model wizard. It's the easiest thing. If you know just where you want to go actually. So which physics you want to need, which so, or which study you are going to do. So then you can go with the model wizard. Otherwise, you can go with the blank model. It's very easy. Or you can go with model wizard. Both are similar. Okay. And here you can see that you do have a help bar here, and you can cancel anything you did and show on setup and all the other things. So this is the basic model console multiphysics interface. So for now, what I can do, I can go on because I am just introducing the panel or the interface of COMSOL multiphysics. That's why I'm going to this way blank model. Oh, otherwise I can go through model wizard. Okay, let me just show you how we can go through the model wizard. Okay, click on model wizard, then just on click, and then it will give you this interface. So here you'll get that. So model wizard, what it did actually, if you just select black model, that it will just go to the main interface by one clicking. Okay, and if you just click model user, then you will get you have to select all the things that you are going to do. Okay, So let's say in which dimension you want to work. So you can work on 3D, 2D, 1D, or 0D. So if you want 1D asymmetric or 2D asymmetric, actually they just divide a model in two section, and one section they simulate, another section they didn't simulate, but they can assume the section. So there's the thing. So for now, we can go through 2D. Okay, just click on 2D, then you will get this kind of interface. This interface is telling you that this interface actually telling you what physics you want to actually select. Okay. So, COMSOL Multiphysics actually group all the physics by its application. So, this recent used physics actually show which physics you used recently. That's not important. So we want to talk about AC/DC module or acoustic or other physics. So it's actually grouped all the physics in one group um, by its application. So AC/DC module does have lots of physics. You can add any physics or as much as the physics you want to actually add. So under AC/DC module there is lots of physics. You can see that in electrical field and currents, you do have electrostatics and electrostatic boundary elements, other things. Okay, so this is all the things in physics. You can select any physics that you actually want to do. Okay, then you can just okay. So let me just select on physics. So from pressure acoustics, you can select pressure acoustic frequency domain. So just click here and click on add or double click here. So I'm trying to do it by clicking add. So this is in add physics interface. Okay, then if you want to add any other physics, you can actually you can add. Okay. So if you want to add a electrical circuit, then you can add electrical circuit as well. So it's not that much complex. Okay. So then you have to uh, go through study. So we select two physics. Okay. So here you can see that we select two physics: quasar acoustic frequency domain and electrical circuit. Okay. So in study under these two physics, you can perform frequency domain study or adaptive frequency sweep or frequency domain model, eigen frequency or mode analysis or stationary analysis of time domain. So these are the wall study you can perform for these two physics. Okay, so let's say we are going to do a time domain study. So click on time domain and then just double click. Okay, click on time domain, then click on done. Okay, just it will. mm, okay, just it will take some seconds. Okay, then you will get this kind of interface. This is the main interface of console where you will perform all the things. So here you can see that in okay, let me just uh, show you easily. Okay, so model builder, this is the very important windows, and this is setting windows, and this is graphics windows, and this is the windows where we can see message, progress, log, the Java shell or tables. Okay, so when we perform something here, then model graphics. If we perform some geometry, if we design some geometry, or model graphics actually show the geometry here. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, and okay, let me just break it down. Okay, so in global definition, you can define anything in globally. So that's why. So yeah, here you can see that we add only one component. Okay, that is actually 2D component. Okay, so here you can see that in geometry we can perform only 2D things, right? Like circular, ellipse, rectangle, or square. So we add a 2D component. So if you want to add more component, you can add. So let's say we are going to add any other another component like 3D. So let's say we add, okay. So here you can see that we add another component, that is 3D component. So under this component there is only so if we just define anything in this global definition, that then it will work on also on the component 1 or component 2. Okay, if we just define any material here, if this that is a global material, we can use in component 1 or component 2. That's the thing in global definition. Okay, that is about global definition. So you can do that. You can define any material globally, and you can use that material for component or component two. And also you can define some parameter like we want to define diameter of a circle. So DC, let's say. So the diameter of circle, let's say 10 micrometers. So that is the diameter. So if we just use this diameter in component or component two, it will work. So that's the thing. That is global definition. And then we can talk about components. Okay, so here you can see that if we just open component on, it will show you the geometry definition. So this is the definition that works under the component on, and the global definition works for all of the components. Okay, and this definition actually works under the component on. Okay, so instant definition, there is lots of things. If you just click right, then you will get lots of things. Okay, okay, that's the thing. So here you can see that under component on, you do have lots of things like geometry and spatial acoustic frequency domain physics and electrical circuit physics, and also you can see that you do have study. So study actually working for component one or component two for both. Okay, yeah. If you could just click on time domain, you can see that this study actually working for electrical circuit. If you want to, I'll explain it later. Don't worry about it. Okay. For component two, so we just add this those physics and material sorry, and one day and study for component on before just getting into this interface. But after we just got this interface, we just bring this component 2, and you can see that under this component 2 only we have the geometry. We don't have any physics or any other things. Like you do have materials, but you have to define the materials. So there's a thing. And so if you want to, and there's a thing for component two. We didn't define it previously which physics we are going to run, and which study we are going to run. That's why it doesn't provide any physics here. Okay. So if you want to define any physics under component on, you can just right click here and you can just add physics or add multiphysics or add mathematical equation. So you can just click on add physics, or you can see that here you can see that there is a physics bar here. So you can just click on physics and then you can add physics from here. Okay. So if you just click on physics, then you will get the same kind of interface as it was before. When we were starting this kind of interface, right? Okay. So you can add any physics from here if you want. Okay. So for let's say from optics, you are going to add electromagnetic waves, beam explosion. Okay. So that's the thing you can add under component two. So this is how we actually work in this interface. And here you can see that in COMSOL, we do have this file bar. From file, you can create new model, you can run any application, you can open any file that already you do have. Okay. And from home bar, we will get application builder, model manager. So application builder, we can create any app using COMSOL. Okay. Uh, and in home bar, you do have component, add component or parameters that you want to define, or you can add any variables and you can also add functions. So all the things you can add any materials, you can add physics and all the things that is available here. So from definition, so yeah, I want to tell you that okay, from definition, if you just right click on definition, then you will get all the things, and just if you click on definition, then you will get all the things in visually. Just same thing you will get from here. Okay, that's the thing. So if you just click on definition, you will get variables, local variable. It's not a global variable; it's local variable under component on. So in definition you can define any function. I will explain all the things later, day by day in our next video. Just I'm in this video I'm just telling you that these things console provide actually. So there is a build wall, okay, all the things in geometry. Okay, so in geometry, because component one was one dimensional one, sorry, 2D in two-dimensional things, so it does have two-dimensional geometric things. Okay. Oh, okay. You can measure anything from here. Okay. So, uh, SKT, you do have lots of things, polygon, circle, arc, and you can also draw anything so from this city, and then you can add any materials from material windows. They are the similar as you can just click on right click on material, then you will get the same thing here. Okay. So in physics, you can see that there is lots of physics you can add. So if you just click on physics here, you can right click on here the physics, then you will get similar kind of things. Okay. So in mesh is very important. We will talk about mesh in our later video. And then study, we just add a study for a component on. We can add any other study. We can add as much as study we want to run. Okay. Then results section shows if we just run our model, then we can see the results section. And developer in this Windows, we can just create an app using COMSOL. Okay, that's a very cool feature of COMSOL actually. So that's the thing. That's all about the COMSOL interface actually. So we'll explain and everything one by one in our next video. I will upload uh, a video on this playlist. Okay, in this week I think. So you can just like our video and subscribe our video to get a immediate mm, notification when we just upload our video. So thank you everyone. Thank you for staying in with me. And if you like just our video, you can just share with your friends and help them to learn COMSOL Multiphysics. So thank you everyone. See you in my next video.